if you only do one extension activity, this is probably the one to do. It will save you so much text and duplication, and it'll um, let you have a lot more interesting things that can happen in your game. So the basic idea is if I go into one of my locations here, let's say the beach, I've got this while loop. If forest is in the answer or trees is in the answer, I'm going to go there. If house is in the answer, I'm going to go there. If sand is in the answer, I'm going to say you don't have time to play in the sand right now. However, there are a whole lot of other things that I might want the user to have access to in any location. So it could be looking at the items in your inventory. It could be some of the Easter eggs we talked about previously, like if we say listen, you cup your hand to your ear, you hear a choir singing, something like that. You might want a command for uh, anything that's going to happen in any location. So basically, what I'm going to say is else here. So if none of those work, the location specific ones, then I'm going to run a function called universal commands. And I'm going to take answer, which was the user input, and I'm going to pass it to this function called universal commands. Universal commands is going to run, it's going to finish, exit, and then this loop will come around again. Go through all of these options, run through universal commands again, etc., etc., etc. Let's go look at the universal commands function. I've put it over here in my helper functions section. So basically, this function will run when none of the location-specific keywords have been done. Okay, let's open it up. So I want access to my items list. So I've said global items. And now I'm just going to go through. It doesn't have to be a loop because it's only going to run once and then go back to the other function. If items in answer or bag in answer, and if length of items doesn't equal does equal 0, then say your bag is empty. So else print you have the following items in your possession, and then it's going to list the items there. Okay, I might just start the game while I'm explaining this, and we'll try these out in a minute. Here are some other universal commands that I want. If run or jog or travel in the answer, then say you still feel tiredness hanging over you from lying in the midday sun, etc., etc. Then I've got some Easter eggs, etc., etc., etc. So anything that you want access to from any location, you can put in this function here. Let's try that now. Let's try items. Your bag is empty. Okay, but if I go to the forest and if I pick up, I think it was pick up sticks, or pick up stick. Stick, reach down and take the stick. This must be useful for something. So look in bag. You have the following items in your possession, and you can see your items there. Okay, so then basically at the end of the universal commands, the final thing, if none of these have run, then you will say, command not understood, or in this case, your delirium causes you to seek to accomplish impossible tasks, or whatever it is. If you want to make a whole lot of different ones and choose a random one, there's another video on that. But basically, the basic idea is that all of these will run if there's no other keyword that gets picked up in the specific location. Just a note, order is important. If you have, for example, items in this keyword and school, if the answer or the user input has look for the items at school, it's going to run the items one and then exit. It's not going to run school. So the ones that come first take precedence. So please think about your order as well. Go and see if you can implement that. Good luck. Just a reminder, back in your actual function like the beach, in the else section, you'll run universal commands and feed it the answer or whatever it was that you called the variable where you're storing the user input. And again, you would do that in every function. Same thing there. Good luck. Make sure you save, and I'll see you next time.